Arahang Samma Sambuddho Bhagava Buddhang Bhagavantang Abhivatemi Sawakkato Bhagavata Dhammo Dhammang Namasami Supatipanno Bhagavato Sāvaka Saṅgho Saṅghang Namami Antamayang Buddhassa Bhagavato Upapakanamakarang Karomase Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Okay. Maybe I would like to take this moment to capture the screen. Okay, please show your smile. We need your light. uh, can you turn the light back on, Lauren? Oh, Mercy is joining. Okay. Okay. Can you turn on the video if possible, Mercy? We are about to take the screen capture of all of us, and then with a smile, not to open the mask. It's okay. Oh, you can. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I hope that I got it. Okay, thank you. All right, welcome, Mercy. Uh, I hope that you can join the whole program, hopefully. But if not, it's okay, whenever it's convenient. Okay.
Yeah, I'm currently trying to check in.
Oh, hey, on the background is Peter. Oh, nice to see you. Yeah, if you cannot, if you lose the connection, we wish you the safe trip.
Thank
Wherever you are
you.
going, we do not know.
Going to Hong Kong from Taipei.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, I have a
Good
business
luck.
meeting over there, so it was a sudden trip. So
Okay,
we are flying over from Taiwan.
yeah, very good. Oh, okay,
Have a safe
good.
trip, Messi and Peter.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
To join the live class because I missed out 2 classes. Yeah, so hope I can join.
Okay. That's all right. Okay, all right. Have a safe trip, and we will start the class. Okay, bye. I will sharing and see the update of our. Be sharing the full screen. Okay. All right. Just to maybe check to see where we are. Okay. We are actually uh, in terms of the material of the class, we are in week number 4 because last week I think we uh, ran into a problem of connection. Okay. So we are still this. However, I think next week, November 3rd, I we don't see no Long Leo here to see if he is ready. Okay, but I don't want to shift them on schedule of you back because I think you have already set the time. Okay, but if I think Long Peter should be ready by this, and then we will wait. We will skip the material on week number 5, and I will cover that later. Okay, we will start with the normal schedule. Okay, all right, and then we will proceed with the uh, maybe the Proverbs of this week. Okay. This week, Proverbs, okay, we are in group number 7, and it's about I think the giving, okay, giving or dana, charity or giving. Okay, yeah, the first Proverbs and the second proverb in this group, which actually has only 4 proverbs. Okay, the first and second is from the same reference, and the contents is uh, parallel. Okay, let's look at the first one. Atayesu atam atatang tanang tayesu yo pavechati apasu paya sanang patto sahayang atikashati. Okay. He who does not give to an unworthy person, but gives to the deserving person, will find friends in time of need when he falls into misfortune. Okay, so the first part, the person he doesn't give to an unworthy person, but gives to the deserving person. That means he is doing the right thing. Give to the person who is worthy, and don't give to the person who is unworthy. If he does the right thing, okay, he will find friends in time of need when he falls into misfortune. So whenever he run into problems or misfortune, he will find someone to help, okay, friends to help. Okay, so this is the meaning of this Proverbs number 52. And we will take a look at number 53, okay, before going to the reference. Atayesu tatang tanang tayesu napavechati apasu payasanang patto sahayang na tikachati. Okay. He who gives to an unworthy person and does not help or give to worthy person will not find friends in time of need through his misfortunes. Okay. So if the person gives to the another one who is unworthy, okay, but for those who are worthy to receive, he doesn't give or doesn't help. Okay, if that means he did not do the right thing, or he does the wrong thing. Okay, if he did that, okay, he will not find friends when he is in trouble. Okay, so this is like the opposite of the first one. Okay, so you should do the right thing by giving to worthy person and not giving to unworthy person. Okay, and then uh, you will be you you will find some help from the friends in time of need. Okay, and this is from Chataka. Both of them are from Chataka, number 32. And we will take a look at the reference. I think maybe let's we have find the reference and make it a screenshot in a format that can easily retrieve. So this is the screenshot from the website, the Chataka Tale. Okay, this is quite good for learning maybe the summarized stories. Okay, not the whole details. Okay. So this name of the Shataka is called Maha Asa Roha Shataka. Okay. And in that time, the Bodhisattva was born as a king. Okay. Okay. And now he has to fight a battle. Okay. And somehow he was defeated. Okay. And he was escaping on the back of the horse into a small village where he could find some people. okay, a man, okay, asked him if he on the side of the king or the rebels, okay, and the Bodhisattva uh, did not uh, reveal himself as a king, but just say that he support the king. And then the villagers in that village, they are the supporter of the king, so they help this king without knowing. Okay, okay. So they take care of him for a few days, and so that when he gained strength, he left. Okay, and before leaving, he told the man who helped him that if uh, one day that he come to the city, just tell the city gate uh, care taker, okay, that you come to see Maha Asaroha, okay, which is the meaning of the great horseman. Okay, and also when he returned, he uh, uh, give order to the gatekeepers, standing order meaning that like the order that you last, okay, not just the for that day. Okay. If someone, a man, come ask for Mahasa Rauha, okay, you should bring him to the palace immediately. Okay. So for a long time, there is no reason for the man to come to the city. Okay. But the Bodhisattva want to meet with him. So he raised the tax of that village. Okay. For the first time, he still did not come. So he did it the second time and the third time. And then finally, all the villagers will uh, suffer, the suffering from the tax. Okay, so they get together and suggest that the man go to the city and see if Maha Asaroha could help telling the king. Okay, so sorry. So then uh, the man, okay, this agree, okay, and then all the people will gather the gifts and clothes, okay, and even some food for the Bodhisattva, which they do not know is the king, okay, and ask the man to go to the city, okay, and when the guard at the gate heard the name of Mahasaroha, that the person asked, so he was immediately brought to the palace, okay, and the Bodhisattva was happy to see that his friend, okay, and so he treated him like a equal, like a king, okay, and revealed to them, okay, give a lot of things, okay, money, clothing, okay, and even let him sit on the throne, okay, and order his queen to wash his feet, the feet of the person who helped him, okay, and then he announced that he was sharing half of his kingdom to the man, okay, and the man moved to the city and they become a very good friend, taking care of the uh, city or the kingdom together. Okay. However, there are some people who don't understand, like the son of the king and some advisor do not understand and will not speak. Okay, so uh, the Bodhisattva or the king explained that the man has helped him, okay, to save his life. Okay, so that's why this must be returned or rewarded back as a act of gratitude. Okay, and then that's the end of the story. And the summarize of the uh, story, okay, that the helpful villager, okay, was the earlier life of Ananta Thera, okay, and of course the king was the Bodhisattva or become our Buddha, okay, all right. So that's a brief story. Maybe the other details about Anantathera you can read from the books or the website. All right. Any questions about this?
Okay,
Okay. Yes.
this story is like paying gratitude, right?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, so the question Kim have about the worthy or unworthy in the text. How do we judge? As in, if it is someone that we encounter first time, do we
Oh,
judge
okay.
by precept, or how do we judge, or also call determine who is worthy and who is not worthy?
Okay. I think, oh, okay. Maybe because I did not explain the later part about Anantathera, because I think the verse is related to Anantathera in the back in the as a summarize of the story. Because at one time a king, okay, asked Lord Buddha to send someone to teach his ladies, many of the ladies, 500 of them, okay, and they asked the ladies who they would like to come to teach, and they say that they would like Anantathera to come, and then he would come often, and then after that uh, they really like the Dharma, and one day the king gave out all the a lot of good clothes for the his wife, the 500 of them. Okay, and then the next day, Anantathera came, and then so they all offered the robes, the clothes to the Anantathera, and then but then the king saw that nobody wear the nice clothes that he was giving to them. So he after learning that they all give it to Anantathera, the teacher. So he was quite angry. But why the monk would need so many robes or clothing? Okay, so he go to the temple to ask, why do you receive all those? Okay, and Anantathera said that he gave all the robes to his disciples. Okay, and those who help support him. Okay, all the monks or novices. Okay, and then say the king asked, what happened to the old robes that they changed? Okay, they said that they would use it as a maybe as a curtain, okay, or a bed sheet. What happened after that? Or what about the old bed sheets or the curtain? They said they would use it as the cloth for cleaning the uh, maybe the monastery, okay, or the rack rope or the rack or for cleaning your feet, something like that. And what happened to those already there? They said that eventually you have to they will like put them together and mix like grind them up or chop them, okay, and mix with maybe the soil, okay, or mortar to build a house. So that means that Ananta or the monks do not like waste anything, okay. That means that they put everything in good use, okay, very economical and very try to use it to the most benefit that it can. So after that, the king was pleased. Okay, he's pleased with that, the answers. Okay, uh, so that's why Lord Buddha said that giving to those who are worthy would mean that the person uh, who practice well, who know how to use it. Okay, and also in the story, maybe something about the right side, the virtuous one, is something you do not know. But I think the villagers must know that the king should be a very virtuous king. So that's why they support the king side, not the rebel side. Okay. And then when they ask which side you are, and they know that's the king side, so they give, they help. Okay. And when they do that, whenever they are in trouble, they will get the help from others as well, from a friend. Actually, the friend who are virtuous, they will be grateful with the help, and they will try to help you back whenever you are in trouble. All right. I hope I explain so that can answer your question. Okay.
Yes, lovely. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. We'll move on to the next proverb, number 54. Okay. Annato palato hoti, wattato hoti vannato, yanato sukhato hoti, ipato hoti jakuto. One gives strength who gives rice. He gives beauty who gives clothes. He gives happiness who gives vehicles. He gives the eyes who give light. Okay. So this is like a comparison. Okay. For those who give rice or food, annato, the person who gives rice. Okay. Palato, hoti, like it's like the person who gives strength or power. Okay. Palo is power. Anna means the rice or food. Okay. Hoti means like hoti is the verb to be. So it's like okay. Wattato hoti wannato. Watta is the clothing. Okay. Or clothes. Okay. Wanna is the complexion or beauty. Oh, so those who give clothing is like the person who give uh, beauty or complexion. Yanato sukhato hoti. Yana is the vehicle. Okay, if you offer the vehicles or even support the traveling by offer the tickets, sukhato hoti. Sukhato means sukha, happiness. That means you give happiness. You provide a convenience and comfort for them not to have to travel with difficulties. Okay. And lastly, tipato. Tipa means the light. Okay, tipato. If you give the light, okay, like the candles or even the nowadays like electric lamps, okay, or anything provide the light or light up the street or something. Okay. Jaku means the eyes. Just like you give the eyes for those, okay. Because at night without light it's dark. Okay. So when you give the light, it means that like you give the eyes. So you will have a very clear sight. Okay, your eyesight will be very good. Okay, and you will not have any eye diseases. Okay, so this is the comparison, and then maybe the result or the effect that you give you, or maybe the what we call the vipaka or the fruit that will give you after you give to others. And as for the reference, okay, we can take a look. It's from the uh, Sangyutta Nikaya or Link Discourse. Okay, so this is uh, actually this is the answers to the question. Okay, uh, giving what do you give strength? Giving what do you give beauty? Giving what do you give happiness? Giving what do you give vision? Okay, so this the answer by Lord Buddha. Okay, and there are many other comparisons as well. Like if you give the monastic quarters, okay, or the building or the uh, shelters, okay, it's just like you are the giver of all. Okay? When you give everything, okay, because inside of the shelter or the building, there would be many things for you. Okay, like the bed, room, okay, or the room to stay, or the even the toilets, or many things were given together with the building. Okay, So that means that you are the giver of all. Okay. And teach the Dharma is a gift of freedom from death. Like if you give the Dharma, it's a, is this will bring you to the good life. Okay, and then you will not go to unfortunate realms. Okay. And eventually, if you practice the Dhamma, you will attain the enlightenment. You go to Nibbana. This means you are given the freedom of from death. So giving the Dhamma is the best of all of the gift. Okay. Any questions about this? If not, we will move on to the next one. Okay. This is the last proverb in this group. Mana patayi lapate mana pang akasa tata lapate punakang warasa tata wala lapi lohoti se tan tato se ta mupeti tanang. He who gives out what is delightful will get it back. So will he who gives out what is bad. Choices are perfect. So basically, it's just that whatever you give out, you will get it back. In the same way. Okay. So manapa or manapang. Okay, this is like the things that make you pleasant or delighted. Okay. So if you give the thing that cause people, other people to be delighted. For example, if somebody like durian, you give out durian, okay, which is cause him to be very happy. Okay. And then whenever you receive something, you will receive something that is cause you to be delighted or happy. Okay. And if you give good things, okay, whatever that you give, you try to find the best thing, the best quality. Okay. And then when you receive whatever, when you attain or receive anything, you will receive all the good things or the best of that kind. Okay. Or the choices, varasa, I mean the good choice, similar, you will receive the same thing. Or the one that is the tan is the perfect one. Okay. Then you will receive the perfect one. Okay. The one which is no flaw. Okay. So basically, this is the law of karma. Okay. All right. We have Maisi raising a
Yes,
hand.
so I
Oh,
just wanted
okay. Yes, you
uh
can ask.
because
Ask.
that sometimes whereby in Singapore we have this they have people who will come to our house and then ask for donation like second-hand clothes like clothes that we do not need anymore like or
Okay.
maybe things, yeah, so what about that? Because it's like donation, like they will come and collect books or collect clothes or something. Yeah, so probably they will do it maybe the weekend market sale, or maybe they donate to like homes or something like that. But in that case, we
It,
are
does,
donating that are not new.
it doesn't mean that you intend to give the bad things, but in fact, that's what they want. When you give out to them, they're really happy, right? So that's what is the first sentence of mana pang. That means that they are they are glad to have it. They ask for it. Okay. And
Oh,
then if you
okay.
don't give that, it's just laid out without use. You will not use it in any way without. You just waste them, right? On the other
Yes,
hand,
yes,
if
because it's for
you
recycle.
right, but whenever you want to give something that you don't have, and then you try to find the best for them, that's the best that you can buy. Or for those people, something that they do not have much, but that's the best of them that they can have. Like this is their last meal. they offer to some maybe the monk who practice well or the Arahat monks. That's
I
even though it's not very high quality, but that's their best. Okay, and then they have
ah
the choice, the joy in doing that. You know, so all
I
the
see.
giving never give results. Okay, better than not
I
giving. Mm,
Yeah, thank you so much, Lucy. I was
okay.
just now when I heard, oh no, because there will be people who come like every month they will go for like recycling program. Yeah, so I said,
Yeah,
oh no, what to do?
yeah. So
Thank you.
it's better than not doing. And then uh, there are also that we should select. Lord Buddha said that he praised those who select the giving. That's mean that give out, try to give to uh, the one who uh, will be the most worthy. Okay, but at the
I
same time, you should also help your your uh, your family, your relatives, and I mean the general public as well. Okay, if you only okay, I want a lot of marriage, I only give it to the monks. I do not take care of my family or others who are in need. Okay, because you think that oh, the monks will give you the most merit, but then when it comes time uh for others to come to help you, they might not help you. Okay, okay. So
yes, thank
there are many aspects. Okay, but Lord Buddha prays that if you give to the worthy person, that means you are wise. Okay, but at the same time, you should help others because helping others or even the animal, give some food to them, they'll keep you gain something back. I mean, but even though you do not expect that, so out of
thank
compassion, we can help others. Okay,
thank you, Lucy.
okay, you're welcome. All right, I will share the screen more, and then we continue with our proverbs. Okay, any other questions? Oh, by the way, we have many joining. Like now, we have Human and Edward, right? Okay, welcome, welcome. Okay, so okay, I think we have covered the group number 7 or the dana or the giving or charity. Charity. Okay, now we move on to the next group. Okay, this group number 8. I think I have opened it. Let's see. Seems like my computer is not very fast. Okay, it should turn off.
Sorry, Lumpy. I have a question to ask.
Yes, yes, please.
Talking about worthy person or to give to a monk or the nun.
Mm-hmm.
There was some saying that we should give not the monk or the nun unless they request for it. Because whatever we give the monk or the nun may not need it. So, in a way, is it worthy to do that way? Or depending on when the monk needs something and he requested us to do the danan, which is the correct way of thinking?
Uh, First of all, if you wait for that, somehow most of the monks or nuns they might not ask, unless they really need it, at least it. But sometimes they may not think about it. But whenever you think about it, and they think they might need it. And you can ask them, would it be okay if I offer this? They might think, oh, yeah, please at your maybe at your convenience. Okay. Then I mean you can ask.
Mhm.
You should not wait until them ask, because you have
I see. I see.
the will to offer. You can ask, or you can ask in general. Or do you have anything that you in need that I can help? That you should. But if you
Mhm.
wait until them asking, you may not have much chance to give to the monks. But because we are not trained to do that, you know.
Yes, yes, I understand that. Yes.
So
Okay, understand now. Thank you,
Satu,
Satu.
satu. Okay, back to the next group. I think hopefully that by then it will be loaded. Okay. I don't know whether it's the connection or my computer is slow. Okay, but now Proverb number 56. Okay, this group is about Dharma, okay, or the righteousness. Okay, which I think any of the saying would be able include it, to be included in this group. Okay. Attang katasta na pama nati na pamana na mati yena nang vachu tang tassa nati sappesu tammesu samuha tesu samuhata vata pathapi sappe. There is no description of the perfect one who has utterly passed away and who is indescribable. With all manifestations abandoned, all words descriptions are given up. Okay, so uh, this translation use perfect one, but I think it could mean in general those who gain enlightenment, not just the perfect one means the Lord Buddha, right? Yeah. But those Buddha who or the Arahant who has passed away, okay, there is no words to describe the I think their existence, okay, or to explain what they are like after passing. Okay, but uh, the meaning is that because after all the deeds, uh, whether the bad deeds or the good deeds are abandoned, there is no words to describe anymore. Okay, and this maybe you can look at the reference. Sorry, I will bring up the reference. I think this is from the Kuttaka Nikaya or the Minor Discourse. Let me see. And I think this is also an answer to a question as well. Okay. So this is from the Sutta Nipata 5.7. Okay. One who has disappeared, do they not exist? Or they are free from disease for eternity or eternity? Okay, please answer me clearly. Okay. This is the question to the Buddha. Okay. And the Buddha replied that one who has disappeared cannot be defined. Okay. Disappear meaning that from this uh, samsara or the cycle of rebirth. Okay, so they're already enlightened. So they after they pass away, they disappear from these three worlds of samsara, and they have nothing by which other might describe them. When all things have been eradicated, meaning that the defilements have been rid of. Okay, and that means that the ways of speech were also eradicated. So because maybe the nature of Nibbana is so difficult to explain to those who are still in this cycle of existence. So Lord Buddha did not have to explain to them. Okay. Any questions? This is maybe it's hard to grab at first. I think we move on to the next one. Okay. Ata na tanhang vinayeta saphang uttang ato tiriyan wapi mache yang hi lokasming upa hi yanti tene wa mare anveti santum. Let a man exterminate all grasping desires, whether in the direction overhead, underneath, vertical or horizontal, as long as a person still grasps at something or other. So long will he be followed by Mara, the evil one. Okay. So this is from also Kutaka Nikaya or Minor Discourse. Okay. SNP 5.13. Okay, let's take a look at that. So this is also answer to a question, I think. I think just I'm not quite sure the questions. You said maybe it's not in this paragraph, but this is the request. Okay, but the answer by Lord Buddha is that you should dispel all craving or the desires for attachment. Okay, let go of all the desire. Okay, whether it's from above, from below, from all around, in the middle, in the between. Okay, because if you have a clinging or craving, okay, you are still attached. Okay, the Mara will pursue from that. Okay. So this is the answer of the Buddha. So not to grasp anything, okay, or be attached to anything. Okay, if you can let go, you do not cling to any attachment, then you will be free from the Mara pursuit. Okay. Sorry. That's our next Proverbs. Okay. Uchinta sineha matano kumutang sara tikang wa panina santi makha mewa ruhaya nipanang sukatena tesitang. Okay. Who all your love like a man who uproots an autumn lily. Okay. Try to develop the path to serenity pointed out by the blessed one. Okay. Sineha means the love in something. Okay. Uchinta means like to cut. Okay. Sineha matano. Atano means self. Okay. So you should try to cut the love, okay, by yourself. Okay. Kumutang, I think this is like the lotus or the lily. Okay. Sara tikang wapa nina. Okay. So this is like a break up the lotus, okay, stem, the lotus flower or the lotus leaf stems. When you break it, okay, there would also be a small, I think it's the fabric or something that is still clinging between the two parts. Okay, and then you should break them and cut them apart. Okay, and then this is the way that you try to develop the path to serenity or to the Nibbana. This is uh, pointed out by Lord Buddha. Okay. Tesitang is the to show or to teach. Okay, Nippanang. This certainly is the meaning the Vana or Nibbana. Sukhatena means by the Buddha. Okay. And this is from Dhammapatha. Okay, Kuttaka Nikaya, and the story number 283, 85. Sorry. Okay, so this is the from the Dhammapatha illustrated. Okay, cut off affection for oneself as hand a lily in the fall. We cultivate this peaceful path, Nibbana, by the Buddha taught. Okay. And the story about this is about Venerable who has been a goldsmith. Okay. So this is talking about monk who used to work on gold, okay, creating jewelry. Okay. He was a goldsmith. He was a son of goldsmith before coming to ordain. Okay. And he is ordained under Venerable Sariputta, okay, the foremost disciple. Okay. And after ordination, the Venerable Sariputta would give him the meditation objects by using the dead body. Okay, I don't. I think you should know that one of the tools in meditation object is using the dead body, and actually there are 10 types of the dead body. It's called asupha, okay, or the loathsomeness. Yeah, asupha 10. Okay, the body is like uh, full with covered with blood. Okay, or like the like the limbs are dismembered. Okay, the or like the one is like bloated. Okay, filled with pus and blood. Okay, or even the one that's only left with the skull and skeleton. Okay, there are 10 types listed. Okay. And for those like who is like tends to be full of desires or enjoy sensual pleasure. Okay, sometimes they would instructed to use this, okay, so that they can be detached from all the enjoyment in the sensual pleasure. Okay, but this monk, when after learning this method, so he tried to practice in the forest. Okay, but he would not uh, progress. Okay, so he come back to Venerable Sariputta, his teacher, for further instruction. And after giving further instruction, he still cannot make any progress. Okay, so uh, after 3 times, Venerable Sariputta took that young monk to the Buddha again, told the story again. But the power of the Buddha as the greatest teacher, he knew that uh, not only he's a goldsmith in this lifetime, but he has been working as a goldsmith during his past 500 times, lifetimes. Okay, so Buddha suggests him to use uh, to change the subject of meditation. Okay, because he is the person who are familiar with all the nice things. So when he see the thing that is not beautiful, seem like caused his mind to be not comfortable. Okay, so he was instructed to meditate on pleasantness. Okay. And then Lord Buddha, with his power, create a beautiful lotus flower. Okay, I think it's made of gold as well, and it's quite big. Okay, and give it to the young monk to put on the mound, of the sand. Okay, so he placed it there, and then he would look at it and meditate on it. Okay, looking at it. Okay, so he would like have the uh, comfort. Okay, in using that and feel pleasant. Okay, and he start to progress and can reach the fourth level of jhana. Okay, I know. I think you already know that jhana is the absorption or the level when you are very still your mind. And all altogether there are 8 jhana levels. Okay, the first 4 is called rupa jhana or form jhana, and the last 4 is arupa jhana or the formless jhana. Okay, and all this level of jhana, still you do not reach the enlightenment yet. But that means that your mind is quite ready to work on some deeper or to gain uh, enlightenment further. Okay, and then I think Lord Buddha knew that he has attained the 4th jhana. Okay, so he used his power again to make the flower like wither, instead a little bit like to become uh, like decay. Okay? Oh. And then after the monk saw that, uh, his feeling of detachment, you see the impermanence in the flower and everything. Okay? So he realized that everything is impermanent, okay, and should not be attached. Okay, and then after he let go, okay, and Lord Buddha uh, like use his power to make the monk able to see him just like in the person, and instruct him to get rid of the craving. Okay, I think that's the word that he gave. Okay, so the monk would attain the arahantship from this teaching. Okay, all right. So this is a story of the Proverbs. This proverb. Okay. Any questions about this? I hope you enjoy the story. Okay, we'll move on to the next proverb. Okay. Ova thaya nusasaya asapaja niwaraye satang hi so piyo hoti asatang hoti apiyo. He who admonishes, teaches, and warns others not to do evil is loved by good men, but is hated by the wicked. Yeah. So for the person who teach others or admonish others or try to warn others not to do good, not to do bad things, okay, such person, okay, uh, such teacher, okay, would be loved by good men, okay, will be like appreciated by the good person, good people. However, for the bad people, they don't like it. They don't like to be taught. They like to be admonished. Okay, so this is the meaning of this proverb. And again, it's from Dhammapatha, story number 77, which we'll take a look. Okay, this is the Proverbs. Okay, there is the he to the true, not there is he to the false. Okay, This is the story of two monks, venerables Asachi and Unapasuka. Okay. The Buddha said these words with reference to those two monks. Okay, and these two monks are the students or the pupils of the chief disciples. Okay, who are Sariputta and Mokkallana. Okay, however, they are shameless monks. They are wicked monks. Okay? And they would like plant trees and flowers and decorating maybe the monastery. Okay, and try to procure or get the requisite, okay, to from the lay people, okay, to make the monastery look nice. Okay, and then for the other monks, they feel ashamed. They do not. They don't like to stay with them. Okay, the Lord Buddha would like to maybe expel them from the Sangha. So he called upon the two disciples, Sariputta and Mokkallana Thera, okay, and said to those two disciples, expel those who will not obey your command, but admonish and instruct those who will obey. He who admonishes and instructs is hated by those that lack wisdom, but is loved and cherished by the wise. Okay, so they follow accordingly. Okay, they admonish and instruct those monks. Okay, because there are not only those two monks, but there are some followers as well of those two monks. Okay, and some of the monks, okay, after receiving the teaching from the two venerables, they understand and they like change their behavior. Okay, okay. Certain monks they do that, while the others they just cannot bear with the teaching. So they disrobe, go to back to the house life. Okay, while the others who are who do not disrobe but did not change the behavior, did not improve, they also were expelled from the Sangha. So this is the story from the Proverbs. Okay. So Ovata means the teaching. Okay. Or Anusasaya. Okay. This is our admonition. Okay. Piyo is the loved one. Okay. Satang is the person who is wise. Satang who is the person who is not wise. Okay. Or the fool. Appiyo is not love. Okay. So that's the story of the sorry, of the proverb. Okay. We move on to the next one. Okay. Kamesu Pramachariya wa Pramachariya wa Vita Tanho Tatha Sato Sankhaya Niputo Piku Tasano Santi Inchita. A Piku leading a chaste life, having got rid of craving and being always mindful, attains the extinction of passion through his wisdom. His peace of mind can never be shaken. This is from Sutta Nipada in Kuttaka Nikaya. Okay, so we take a look at the reference. Okay, this is SNP Sutta Nipada 5.3. Okay, I think by now you should be quite familiar with all this abbreviation of the reference. Okay. And also this proverb is the answer to the question. I think by Venerable Tissa Metaya, okay, who has no disturbance. Okay, what thoughtful ones having known both ends is not stuck in the middle. What do they say in the great man? What do they say is the great man? What here? has escaped the seamstress. I think. But this one is one, the proverb is the answer of the first question, who has no disturbance. Okay. The one who leading the spiritual life among sensual pleasure. Okay. Get rid of craving. Be mindful. Okay. Ever mindful. So this the mendicant who after espresso is quenched. Okay. That's the one who has no disturbance. So the monk who practice the spiritual life, okay, among the sensual pleasures, okay, and get rid of all the craving, being mindful, is the one who has no disturbance. Okay, so that's the meaning and the reference. Number 61, okay, Katiyoja Athammatto Veso Ja Dhamma Nisito Te Parijjachupo Loge Upapachanti Tukhating. Those who live an immortal life, be they kings or immoral life, be they kings or merchants, are doomed to enter into the realms of mystery after their death. Okay. So if you are living an immoral life, whether you are a king or merchant, okay, King Katiyo is the king. Tamato, that means you practice immorally. Dhamma, okay, is the moral or the right way. Okay. Adhamma means not the right way or immoral way. Veso or Vesa is the merchant. Okay. Ja means all, and yeah. So this is Ja Dhamma Nisito. So if you live by adhamma or immorality, okay, you are doomed to enter to the realm of mystery. Okay. Tukhating. Tukhating is the unfortunate realm after this life. Okay. Tukhating. Tukhati. Okay. So this is from Shataka 362. Okay, we take a look at that reference. Okay. This is the Chataka called Sila Vimangsa. Sila means the precept, Vimangsa means observe or practice or investigate very carefully. So the Podista at that time was a king's chaplain, okay, the advisor to the king. Okay. So he has best education from Taksila. Okay. And then after serving the king, he would like to know if the king respected him because of his virtue or because of his devotion to the learning. Okay. So he tried to test the king by intentionally stole some coins so that people can see. Okay, the treasurer of the king can see and notice that. Okay, and after that, the treasurer reported to the king, and the Bodhisattva was arrested. Okay, and after being sentenced to death, okay, the Bodhisattva said that he wasn't a thief intentionally, and he explained why he did that. Okay, and by the king giving him this punishment, now he understands that the king honor virtues, not the education. Okay, so he understands now the king uh, support the virtues, but not the education of qualification. And then after he's been given for forgiven, if in forgiven. The Protestant then take the life of anesthetics. He left the palace. Okay. And this the story that Lord Buddha told to his monk's disciple. Okay. And in this present lifetime of the Lord Buddha, okay, one of the monks, okay, one of the Buddha disciple, okay, before he ordained, he was also the advisor of the king, or the helper of the king. And then he received a lot of honor, more than any other. Okay. So he wondered the same thing, okay, whether the king like him or offer to him because of his virtue or because of his studies. Okay. So he did the same thing as our Lord Buddha in his previous lifetime. Okay. And the same thing, he was caught and he was sentenced, and then he explained and he was forgiven. And then after that, after being forgiven, he then joined the Sangha, ordained as a monk, okay, and was able to attain arahatship. Okay. So this is in the lifetime of Lord Buddha. And when Lord Buddha heard this story, so he told the monks about himself in the past life that he has done similarly. Okay, so this story of this proverb. Okay. So next Proverbs. Any questions so far? Hope you can follow still.
Yes, Ruby, thank you.
Okay. Yes. Any question, Lauren?
No, thank you, Longpei. That's
Okay.
all good.
Okay. Now the next one. Latino Visokatsa Vipamutatsa Sapati Sapa Kantappa Hinatsa Parilahona Vichati. He has no burning desire, who has reached his long journeys and extinguished his sorrows, released himself from all conditions, and got rid of all fetters. Okay. So the person who has reached his long journey's goal, okay, after extinguish his sorrows and be released from all conditions and get rid of all fetters, or get rid of all the defilements. From then on, he has no burning desire. Okay. And this is from Dhammapada, story number 90. Okay. We will take a look at the story. Okay. And I think the story is of the Buddha himself. Okay. And this is the question asked by Shivaka. Anyone know who Shivaka is? Is he a monk or a lay person?
No, he is a doctor of Lord
He's
Buddha.
okay, yeah, he's the doctor, very, very capable doctor. He's the doctor of the king and the Lord Buddha. The king first, and then the king assigned him to take care of the Buddha. Okay, so Lord Buddha talked about this verse to mention Shivaka. Okay, and then when the monk Devadatta tried to harm the Buddha or kill the Buddha, in fact, he throw down a big rock, okay, or push down the big rock, okay, to try to kill the Buddha. However, by the merit of the Buddha, okay, the rock break down into small pieces, okay, so it cannot harm the Buddha. But there is one small piece of the rock, okay, flying come to struck the foot of the Buddha and cause the blood to flow. And this is from this book, okay? But I think in other books it said that nobody can cause the Buddha to bleed. Okay, the skin cannot be broken. The Lord Buddha cannot bleed out, but there is internal bleeding. Okay, like you may see the bruise or even the bad blood. Okay, anyhow, this caused a lot of pain to the Buddha. Okay, physical pain. Okay, so Lord Buddha, okay, would tell the monks, okay, to take him to Shivaka. Okay, so and Shivaka, the doctor, immediately come to see the Buddha and uh, take care of the wound, okay, and apply medicine, okay, and then tied up, okay, the wound, and then he also has another patient that he need to take care of very quickly in the city. Okay, so he said to the Buddha that I'll come back after that, after taking care of that patient. Okay, I will return. Okay, and then after I return, I will remove the bandage and everything. Okay, so but when he went into the city and after finishing, he could not get back in time before the gate was closed. Okay, so he was like he was stuck in the city for overnight. Okay, but this thought occurred to him because he was worried about the Buddha, that he have committed a fault toward the Buddha. Okay, because he applied the medicine and then tied up quite strongly, uh, and then it's time to remove the bandage. Okay, otherwise, if stay all night long, the Buddha will suffer another pain. Okay, so he was worried, very worried. So in the morning after he returned, okay, in the early morning, he returned to Lord Buddha and asked Lord Buddha, "Did you suffer intense pain, Venerable?" The Buddha said these words, that all suffering is extinguished for the Buddha, even as when he sat on the throne of enlightenment. Okay. So it's already, the suffering has been get rid of, okay, by after his enlightenment. Okay. So this is the story of this Proverbs. Okay. Any questions? Okay, we move on to the next one. Okay. จะเชทนังอังควรัสสะเหตุอังคังจะเชชีวิตังรักขธรรมรักขมานูอังคังทานัง sorry อังคังทนังชีวิตัญจาปิสัพพังจะเชนโรธัมมะมนุสรันโตมนุสรันโต okay. Let a man sacrifice his wealth for the sake of his limb. Let him sacrifice that limb for his life's sake, but with respect to the righteousness or the Dhamma. Let him part with his wealth, limb, life, and all. Okay. So this proverb saying that you should sacrifice the things which has lower value for the thing that is more valuable. Okay. For example, your wealth, your possession, okay, is not worth as much as your limb, your hands or your legs, right? You cannot put the price on that. Okay. So if you want to sacrifice your money or your wealth to keep your arms or your leg, your limb, you should do that. Okay. And then if you suppose you are threatened with your life, but you have to sacrifice your limb to keep your life, you should do that. Okay. If you some people who have like diabetes, okay, they have to cut their leg to save their life. Okay. But with respect to righteousness, as for the Dharma, the righteousness, you should sacrifice everything, whether it's your wealth, your limb, or your life, even your life, okay, or the Dharma. Okay. So this is the meaning of this proverb, and it's from Jataka, number 537, which is a long Jataka. Okay, long story. But I will let you go read by yourself. It's called Maha Sutasoma Jataka. So this is toward the end of all the birth stories. And this is quite a good story to read, okay, because it's the previous life of Lord Buddha and also one of his disciples named Angulimala. Okay, if you know him, Angulimala, the monks who before become a monk, he was a robber or the killers of many people. And in that life, this previous life of Mahasutasoma Jataka, Mahasutasoma would be the Bodhisattva or our Buddha. But the Angulimala Thera in this life was a king in another city, and he like somehow fall in love with like fond of eating human flesh. Okay, there was a story about that, and then he had to kill people and to use the meat for his food. Okay, in our Lord Buddha at that time was able to help him. Okay, to turn his life back again, become in the right path, just like in this life, he was able to help Angulimala Thera. Okay, so I leave you to read this story. Okay, quite a long story. Even this summarized. There are maybe almost 10 pages or more. I think you can take a look at it. Okay, but it's a good story to read. Or okay, right? Okay, so you should sacrifice your life to to save the Dharma. Okay, sacrifice your life or everything to save the Dharma. Okay. Next one, Chanta Chato and Nakate Manasa Ja Uto Siya Kame Ja Apati Patta Kito Utang So Toti Ujjati. Okay. Direct your mind and fix your attention upon the indescribable Nibbana. Those whose minds are severed from worldly pleasure are called the upstream. Okay, so uh, uh, this proverb teach you that you should put your mind toward the nibbana. Okay, set your goal to that. Being, you should have the your contentment in setting the goal for nibbana. Okay, and if the person are able to cut from worldly pleasures or break down from worldly pleasures, okay, they are called the upstream. I mean, they are going upstream, yeah, and in toward the nibbana. This proverb is from Dhammapada 200, 218. Okay, and we will take a look at the reference. Okay, one with a wish for the undeclared. This means the nibbana. Okay, with the mind so well perverted, a mind not bound in pleasure of sense and an upstream goer call. So he will be called the person who go upstream. And the story of this is a story of a venerable, but he is able to attain the anakami level of enlightenment. So sorry, anakami venerable. Okay, anakami is a level of enlightenment. Okay, and then there was one senior monk, an elder, who attained anakami level of enlightenment. Okay, and at one time, the students, the pupils, asked him whether he has attained any makka and meaning any of the enlightenment stage. But he did not say anything because he thought that he would not say until he was able to attain arahatship. Okay, he would not. He kept silent, and this is his resolution. Okay, and then, however, he passed away before that, before attaining arahatship. So he already was a nakami person. Okay, so he would live this life and reborn in the Brahma world. Okay, and then his students did not hear any answer from the teacher. So they were worried, felt sorry for him, and they went to the Buddha and asked the Buddha where the teacher was reborn. And then the Buddha replied that your teacher was an anakami before passing away. Okay, reborn in Brahmin as a Brahmin or in the world of the Brahma being Brahmaloka. And he also explained that the teacher did not reveal because he felt ashamed that he had not achieved arahatship yet. Okay, but still, that's like he is certain to attain arahat after that life in the Brahma world. Okay, so but he is like has very strong determination. Okay, so that's the story of this proverb. Okay.
หลวงพี่คะ
Yes,
one of the precept of the monk is not
to
to
tell,
tell, right, about the
right,
attainment.
right. But that's the precept is talking about declaring to the lay people. And actually, one of the very serious precept is that you cannot lie about your achievement in enlightenment or any other practice that you achieve. If you lied about that, you are no longer a monk. So that's a very serious one. But even if you have attained something and you tell the truth to the lay person, you still break the precept, a precept. But it's not very serious. Okay, not I mean like it's not the most serious one. Okay, so you should not declare to monks should not declare to. That's why monk would not talk anything about
Attainment.
the attainment to the lay people, whether it's the right one or it's the lie. Okay, because both way you are still breaking a precept. Okay, but talking with other monks is allowed. Okay.
Okay,
So in
okay.
this case, if you want to tell, he is able to, but he just feel that, oh, I should have attained higher level. Okay,
Yeah. Thank you, หลวงพี่
you're welcome. Okay, okay, we have a few more minutes, but maybe I will stop at this proverb, the last one. ถ้าคิดถ้าคิดฉาปรมาโรคาสังขาราปรมาทุกขาเอตังยัตตวายถาภูตังนิพพานังปรมังสุขัง. I think this one. Especially the last sentence. I think you are familiar with. You should be familiar with that. Nippanang paramang sukhang. Okay. So this talking about things. Okay, which are the greatest. Like the hunger is the worst disease. One of the worst of all the diseases. Okay, and all compounded things, all sankhara. Okay, the worst of suffering. Okay, because when you have sankhara or any compoundings, you are certain to suffer. And the extinction after realization, which is the nibbana, is the best happiness. Nibbana is the highest happiness. Okay, and this is from also Dhammapada, story number 203. Okay, so this is talking about the hunger. Okay, Lord Buddha mentioned this. Okay, talking about one lay person. Okay, and this poor man, Lord Buddha knew that he would attain Sotapanna. Okay, so Lord Buddha went to that village. Okay, and with other monks. Okay, and then on that day, that man lost his oxen or his buffalo. Okay, so he went looking for them for that maybe that cow or that buffalo. Okay, and after Lord Buddha being offered the alms food. Okay, after finishing, Lord Buddha would wait. Okay, because he knew that he came along this way for that young man. Okay, so Lord Buddha would be silent and wait. Okay, and then after the man found his oxen, okay, he came right to the house where Lord Buddha is. So he wanted to listen to the Dhamma, but he was very tired and hungry. So when after arriving, Lord Buddha asked the owner of the house, okay, if you have anything still, please give it to the man for him to eat. And then Lord Buddha wait until he finished eating. Okay. And after that, Lord Buddha then start teaching the Dhamma. Okay. And then that man was able to attain Sotapanna level of enlightenment. Okay. And then later, Lord Buddha explained to the monk who have a question, because that's the only time that Lord Buddha wait and ask someone to offer the food to a person, like to feed the man first. Okay. And then Lord Buddha explained why. Okay. Because the Buddha came a long way for the benefit of that young man. Okay. But if the young man was very hungry and was not fed, and Lord Buddha taught anything, he would not be able to understand, or like his mind would not be focused because he was too hungry. Okay, so that's why Lord Buddha asked him to be fed first, to eat first. Okay, when he is not hungry, he is comfortable, he is relaxed now. His mind is ready to receive the Dhamma, and then it will give him the benefit of the Dhamma, of the teaching. So that's the compassion of the Buddha. So that's the story of these proverbs. Okay, just like when you practice meditation or learning Dhamma, you should make yourself comfortable, relaxed, make it enjoyable, pleasure to learn or to practice. Okay, that way you will be able to penetrate or develop the progress. Okay. Any questions so far? I will stop at this because even though we still maybe a few proverbs behind, and then also we 1 week behind. Okay. So, but we will catch up later. All right. Any questions so far? I hope you enjoy
No
the
question.
class.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Long P.
Uh,
But
Thank
interesting
you very
to
much.
know that hunger is the worst.
oh yeah, it's the worst. Because why is the worst? Because it keep coming back. When you cannot kill it completely. You only kill it temporarily after you eating, right? The next day or after a few hours, you already come back. Okay.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for your attention. And I think if nothing changed, the video will start to present its first presentation. Okay, and then followed by all of you respectively. Okay, next week.
Oh, we Kim have a question about the presentation.
Okay,
Are we to use the slides that Long P prepare, or do we need to make new slides?
you don't need to make a new slide if you. I don't think you will probably have time to do that. I think let's focus on the details, or maybe how to what you want to explain, and maybe not maybe try to cover, but not in details in all, because I think we will not be able to cover in details or all. Some will maybe be so long story, some may be short story. Okay.
But Long P, we won't be able to explain the Pali word like Long P.
No,
Mm.
that's okay. Just the stories and the meaning, I think. Okay. And the Pali is like too much, I think, even for me. Okay.
Okay, Long P, thank you.
Any question from the rest of the group?
No, crap. We enjoy
Okay.
your lesson so much.
Okay. Then I think we will stop at this, and we pay homage to the Triple Gem before leaving. Okay. Arahang Samma Sambuddho Bhagava Buddhang Bhagavantang Abhivatemi. Buddho Menato, Lord Buddha is our refuge. Sawakato Bhagavata Dhammo Dhammang Namasami. Dhammo Menato, the Dhamma is our refuge. Supatipanno Bhagavato Sāvaka Sangho Sanghaṃ Namāmi. Sangho Menato, the Sangha is our refuge. Okay. Thank you very much, everyone, for your attention, and we will see each other next week.
See you, crap. Bye-bye.
Satu, satu.
Namaskar,
See
crap.
you.
Satu.